everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Texans going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Luck on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A one-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Love. And Walker with it over the middle. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Love. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us? I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. The play clock's running down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Willis. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Now let's go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the gun. Willis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. There should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
To throw on 2nd down. Willis. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. third down. Willis. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Throwing his line. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long. It's locked. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down following the run. Back to throw. Willis. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw on 3rd down. Willis. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. On 1st and 10, Willis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Check Michael Leonard. Check Michael Leonard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Willis. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Third and 2, Luck. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Burke. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Luck throwing again. And the Raiders have got him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tanner McAvoy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. First throw now for the backup car. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Rashawn Perriman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Lott. Walker with a grab, left side. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to throw on second down. Willis. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the... nine-yard line.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Lott. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's to the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And tough starting field position here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Carr now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
6:37. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 6:18.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second. Third quarter in Indy. And scoring yet again. The Colts extend that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, Luck. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. On 1st and 10, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep bringing it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 50, it's left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
93. Check 24. Check.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's the Raiders punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken it around the 40. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Carr, got to have this one. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Fights loose. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
On defense, coaches always preach running to the football, getting there as fast as possible. On that play, the offense used their speed against them, ran the reverse, and hit them hard in the other direction.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? He just...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now in desperation, and that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Throwing now, Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Raiders have recovered.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On play action, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Houston, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season.